Hi everybody, welcome to episode 12. This episode, we're going to draw the Flash. I already started the stick figure. We're going to have him in a running pose. So, go ahead and press pause if you would like to just go ahead and draw the stick figure. Once you're done with that, this is all you have to do is just kind of start connect. And we're going to start creating more of the muscles. In this version, he has a little bit more bulkier version, so I've got a few models to help out. So, but without further ado, let's go ahead and draw the Flash. Now the models that I mean is like the Flash different colors and the muscle mass, and kind of looking at how the Justice League theirs is, because some are a little bulkier, some are weird. This one was a little challenging, so that's why we're looking some. So, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start connecting. We're going to start right here on the right arm. Then, and then kind of get its first finger print. Then we erase. You can always wait till I get done with a certain part of it. And then you can always go back. So we're going to kind of make part of his fingers. And this is going to be his thumb. This is going to be his index finger. And then the other part of the fingers, kind of connect there, align, sort of like that. Give it angle. Now we're having him in a running pose, so this way we could do. For the stick figure, normally I have it already kind of covered. You know, you would add like a circle and goes line. But since this is where a lot of it's going to be like showing you how certain things are going to cover over. So we're going to start working on that, like how the layering is going to be. And then just kind of cross over like that. And yeah, I'll just erase later. Kind of do a curve. That's his muscle around his neck. Shoulder blade, shoulders to a point for his elbow. And keep in mind, when you always do that, you always just kind of look at your own anatomy. Like, you know, look at your arm, look at your legs, look at certain places, like how you're going to have a fit. So if I'm going to do that, I want to make sure I know what part of my hands are going to be at when you do that. And if I have a face palm, how's that going to look? You know, these are things that you, as an artist, are going to kind of make sure you kind of look at. And the stick figure models kind of helps you point it out. You know, how is it going to look right then and there first. Then we're going to kind of go back and fix up his chest. This is going to be the chest right there. We're going to make sure we put the logo right here. This way we can see it. For the arm, let's go ahead and erase parts of the arm. This way it doesn't look too confusing. If we have to fix up a little detail like that, this part of the arm looks a little too crooked. Give a little curve right there instead. That makes it look a lot better. And then red. So we got the arms, and it's going to kind of go like a running dent on there. Pick that up too. Like I said in the last videos, if I notice something that looks a little off, it's okay to fix it. I want to make sure you guys draw, the best you can for some of your videos, there. And then we're going to go ahead and start on his leg right there, the running leg. Now keep in mind when you do make the thing, you want to make sure like the other part of the knee is going to be like kind of meets right there. You can always kind of give a curve and then go back right there. It's up to you. Give a curve, like knee right there. We'll say like maybe right here. Calf muscles. Actually, we'll start right here for the hip. And then go down. Give her knee. Give that curve. Keep in mind, like Bruce Timm has that little shape ways, like I told you. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it does not. It depends how good of it you would like. Yeah. Okay. We'll make this a little bit bigger. Otherwise the arms are going to look a little off. I just think we should have more of a curve right here. Curve. There it is. There it is. So sorry if I kind of show some mess ups. I know every artist kind of mess ups a little bit. It just kind of means, that we have that eye, that curve right there instead. Kind of even those shoulder blades out, Okay, so let's start adding some fun details to him. A lot of them are usually the superheroes that make them super muscular. For this one, they just kind of show just like a little bit. So we can add some stuff, but we also want to make sure that the symbols pop out first. So. And you see this is all real, not all edited, so that's why, actual artists do make mistakes and kind of draw over and erase and go back. We always show that. And you see that in my videos. So anyways, the Clash costume, he's going to have little lightning bolts like all over him. So he got like a lightning string that goes right here. Now, in this version, he doesn't have a lot, like a whole bunch. So you can just add like a 2-slip right there, just a stream right there, and down, go up, and right there. Oh yeah, let's do the logo last. So he has like a little lightning belt like right around here, there. Try to keep it as even as you can. I mean, it may be just a little challenging. Then you go up and then you do the same thing down here. That'll be the easiest way. And then for the boot, just give like a curve. Make sure you give that curve, like I said, because if it's just a simple line, it's gonna make the the drawing really flat. Actually, we're gonna make his leg just a wee bit, just a little bigger. Yeah, there it is. Much better. Now in the new 52, he has a little more lines that go around there. You can add that. You can always just look that up on YouTube. And they're just extra lines. You can add that. You don't have to. I think in the Flash TV series they do the same thing. So, but the main important one is the symbol. So, it's 1, 2. For the animated one, they just do those 2 things. You can go to 2, 3. It's fine. We're gonna make part of it our own. And then right there. And then we'll go around the circle. And that could be it, but we can also add like a gold highlight right around it. So I like that a little bit better, in my opinion. Yeah, detail for the shoulder blades. Add muscles. I mean, you can always juice them up with some muscles if you like. You don't have to. That's more at advanced level. But if you like, I think in the Marvel ones, when we start doing Marvel, we're gonna start adding like all the muscle mass and the really detailed muscles. That's more of a step up for some people, but I think everyone will be okay. So in the Flash, we're gonna go back around to restructure his head. You know, he has like a little chin, so probably around here. Superheroes, they give him like square type jaws. It's one of those things, I don't know why, but they just do. And then we'll go ahead and start making part of his mask. So it goes up, there, up, and then probably like right around there. And his eyes will be right around there. Flash is the only superhero that has the nose show before, after, like the mask is right here and then the nose comes there. He's usually the only one. With Batman, it's like the nose is right there. Green Lantern, anyone who has a mask usually kind of covers it up. But for Flash, they keep it under there. So keep that in mind when you draw it. And then we'll go ahead and add the eyes. The classic one, he kind of had a, you can, well in this version he has just simple white eyes, so we'll just keep it with that for right now. So it's kind of like a triangle. Then we'll go back and erase part of it, our little visible line. So you can have like the simple line. If you want to add like an eyeball, like the Sarah's versions where it has the show his eye, you can do that. But for this version, we're gonna just keep the classic one with there. And for him, we're just gonna give him like, you know, a smile. Because in this one, this Flash is always smiling. So kind of give. And more weight. And we'll fix up the curve up there and add his little lightning bolt. Little plaque up there. So kind of zigzag up, zig up, down, down, and then up. Right around there. And you has 2, but depending on the angle, you'll be able to see it more. And on top, of course, you can just always add kind of curved round, curve up the head. There is a little part of a gap where you can give a curve and then give a little part for his cheeks right down there. You can do that. That gives a little more facial details on it. So yeah, this is the Flash we got. A few things we're gonna do with this image that we haven't done on the others. I'm gonna show you how we did it, like the one in Wonder Woman. If you saw Wonder Woman, we colored it and we add the different layers into it, so different colors. This one, we're gonna start adding a little bit of a background. I think in Angry Bird lesson, we did a background. It was just a simple thing. For this one, you just kind of want to do, you can either like make a city, or you can make him go like he's running. And so I think that's what we're gonna plan to do. We're just kind of give some basic lines. Kind of measure how you want the lines, because it can be a little challenging. So just bear in mind, you know, this is going to be like right around here in the middle. This is going to be your vanishing point. And what a vanishing point is like a certain angle where all the angles are coming towards. So it's best advised if you kind of look and measure your pencil. Like maybe like right around here to the lines. We'll go from there to down right there. And that's where you'll start measuring. So we're going to kind of try to play with this. We're going to start with just pencil first. And then see how it works out. Kind of gives that. And I'm drawing them light for right now. And then I'll go back and color them. Okay, so something similar to like this. I kind of fast forwarded, just kind of lines, just kind of measure your weight angles. You can add like little lightning bolts right around, because he does have, when he runs, lightning kind of flickers off of him. I would say parts from the arm, maybe parts from like right around here. And you want to kind of make it go back. There we go. Sort of like that. And the lightning bolts just kind of give like a little detail where they're going. If you notice, they're all going in backwards. So try something similar to that. You know, you don't have to add it if you don't want to. It's just something extra to give you some practice. Because as we go with my art lessons, you'll be advancing just a little bit more step with step on some things. Okay. This should be good enough. This is actually pretty good, actually, just a few 6 lines for him. So there we have for pencil wise. I'm going to go ahead and fast forward again. And I'm going to go ahead and color him. Remember, go ahead and color him with black thin Sharpie. Or a pen, another type of colored pen that I saw that I don't have with me, but I can show y'all the next time. Yeah, just fixing that part up. Okay, give me 1 sec, and as you see that you can, all the colors will be the lighter red and then a darker shade. This is the one I use for the darker one. It's a red of A47 Tobot, and then I use a red Sharpie for the lighter ones. These do kind of match out, so you can be careful. Just be careful on some stuff. Like if you notice, like I see some smear marks, but anyways, you can always just kind of play with it. With the background. Gives them like background red color. Then I'm going to add some of the yellow. Gives it that paintbrush type look and feel. Maybe a little bit of a mess right there, but you know, it gives it that artsy acrylic type vibrance. And that's what we'll do. I always try to look around for, like, in case there's a different type of error, we can always just kind of make it go around and add the arts, make it as artsy as we can. Try to never find a mistake, especially when it's in ink. Then it's kind of like hard to do, and then you're like, oh man, what can I do? Well, how can I save it? So you can just always add like an abstracted markerish type aura. Now you don't have to. This is what I'm doing for my picture. Add background, then light. Actually, you can always just color them in the detail red, but I'm not going to do that for right now. I may be doing that later. That's just me. And the yellow. So I always think when you make a pattern, you can always just make it an abstraction. The next few things we're going to do for the backgrounds, we're going to just actually make, right now for Green Lantern, we're going to make for space. We may work on how to make a city. This way I can teach y'all how to do, you know, other type of things for it. And any type of paper, it's highly recommended if you can get like a cardboard, put it underneath. Since I didn't, I have a little bit of dots. It's not too bad for the next one, but I think it'll be alright. Yeah, there we go. Cool, so an abstraction art, and you can always just add some black if you want to add some black, like to the lines. Okay, cool. So there you have it. You have the Flash, and with some abstraction image background for it. So I may agree it's maybe sloppy, but I don't think it's sloppy. Well,
Some parts, but it's always abstraction art, so you can always get away with it. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. Subscribe below. And if you have any questions or any requests for anything, you can always email me at mrgarzasartlessons@gmail.com. Okay, I will see you for the next episode. Next episode, we're going to do Green Lantern. Alright, so see you then, guys.